Hello everyone. Today we are going to look into another video of Hacksukes, and again we are going to look into the web security flaws that we were looking in our previous tutorials. So what we are going to do right now is we are going to go to our metasploitable distribution, and the web port, as you know, is 80, and the IP address is 192.168.56.102. Okay, so here we are. We go to DWV again, and username and password is admin password. Great. So here we are inside this. Now, as we looked in the previous video, this particular attack technique, brute force. Now we are going to look into something called command execution. Now, what is command execution? Basically, command execution command execution is a method in which you are able to, okay, I do not have internet right now, we can just show it here. Okay, so this is a method in which you are able to execute a command in the remote server without the developer actually intending that. Like for instance this is a terminal, right? So if I pass, like for instance it's saying enter an IP address below, right? So if I enter an IP address, say 192.168.56.101, that is my IP address, and I submit, I would see that there is a connection established here, as you can see from this machine to this machine, and here there is a ping response that's generated. Now I can pretty much do the same, typing ping 192.168.56.101 or 102 for that matter. So as you see, I get this information. Now for instance I type ping -c3. -c3 is count 3. So if I only ping for 3 counts, I get this data, and this is exactly the same as what this is serving me here. Excuse me. So as you can see, just by entering this IP address here, we are able to ping and this particular from the particular terminal, right? So this is what essentially this computer is doing. So now if I have to execute another command here, what I can basically do is, like, this is the command, right? So with 192.168.56.102, I can put cat etc password. Now this is gonna read the etc password file for me in Linux systems. Those who are not aware about it, please look in previous videos. I have given a little premiere about what that is. So once I press this command and press enter, you would see the computer will first execute this command, the first command, and then after that execute the second command because of this semicolon. So this is the result of the etc password here on my machine. Now if this particular system is not sanitized, this is gonna do the same thing. Now please go into DVWA security. So this security tells you that security to high tells you the latest and the rightest coding practices. First set your security to low and understand how the system works. So let's go to command execution and let's view source. View source is the source of the web page which will take this down. So as you see, we have a cmd shell exec and ping concatenated by the target. Target is the request of IP, that is this. So if I press something like 192.168.56.101 and I press cat etc password, I should pretty much execute this command. So as you see, we can see the etc password of the metasploitable machine, which means that we are being able to execute commands in this remote machine from this IP address below. Now another interesting thing which you would like to notice is when I go to DWA security and when I put it to medium security, you would see that the view source or the source code of the web page has changed. Now they are making use of some particular parameters to defend against this attack. So if you come here, you would see target is still the request from of IP, or that is this, and then you have a substitutions array where you are moving the characters and ampersand and semicolon by replacing them with a space, which will not let you ping, which will not let you execute the ping. Like for instance, if I am gonna ping, and if this is replaced like this is not gonna be executed. Therefore, by using the same practice here, therefore using 192, this one here is not gonna give us any solution. So what to do in this case? As you see that they are substituting the characters ampersand and semicolon. Now I can, like any person who is well acquainted with Linux shell, will also know another execute statement known as pipe. Right, I have talked about pipe in the previous videos. Now what pipe does is it pipes the output of one command to another command. Now for instance, if the above example, if I replace semicolon and if I give a pipe command, then you would see the same command is being executed, because once this command executes, the control is piped to this command. So you can pipe in your outputs and inputs by the help of this, but this will also help you execute commands. So in this case, if I simply copy this much, and if I go here and I write like 1 and then paste, I would see that this has successfully bypassed the filter, that is successfully bypassed the filters of only ampersand and semicolon, and hence we will be able to execute the command. So as you see, we are still being able to see the value of etc password, and thus the remote command execution works. Now lastly, if you go here and set this to high, you would see that under high, the scripts used in high are the ones which are regarded safe in today's coding languages. You are requesting a target IP, you are exploding it from into 4 octets with the help of dot. With the help of dot, you are cutting them into 4 different strings, checking if all the octets are numeric, and then you are sending it to ping. So this is pretty much still okay, and this successfully sanitizes the user input to a greater extent than all the previous codes. So that is why it is still safer, and it is safer to use since it is given in high security, and that is the purpose of this particular web app, to explain you how different coding practices can give rise to different kind of errors and how you can take care of them. So that's all for this video. Thanks for watching.